Hi friends, in today's lecture I'll be showing you 4 different functions of Microsoft Excel. The first is SUMIF, the second is sumifs, the third is COUNTIF, and the last is countifs. So without any further ado, let me show you how to use these functions. So here is the file called as sumifs countifs, and the link for downloading this practice file is given in the description of this video. So if you see in this file, there are fields like months, then product, country, and sales revenue. Now take for example, if I want the total of the sales revenue for all the months, I could have used a simple function of Excel called as the sum function. But now I want the total of sales revenue only for the month of February. So this is called as a sum with a condition. So the function which we would be using is SUMIF function. Let me show you how to do that. I'll come to a blank cell and I will type equal to SUMIF. Remember, I'm typing SUMIF and not SUMIFs. Then I give open parenthesis, and you can see that there are 3 parameters. The first is the range, the second is criteria, and the third is sum range. So let me show you what we mean by range. So range, you have to highlight the months. So we highlighted all the months, comma. Then the criteria which you want to search. So I want from all these months, I want only data for February. And comma, sum ranges, which is the column to sum. So I highlight this entire sum column. I give close parenthesis and hit enter, and you get the result 4103. Let us double check. So I'll come over here and we'll give a filter by saying data filter, and after that we'll filter for the month of February only, and then we'll just highlight these columns, and at the bottom you can see the total which it is showing you is 4103, which is the correct total which we have found out using the sumifs function. I'll remove the filter and you can see this is 4103. Now let us see the second criteria. This time we want to find the total for the month of February and all those products which are shirt whites. So we have 2 conditions. So in this situation we will not use SUMIF, but we would use SUMIFs. So let me show you. I'll type equal to SUMIFs. Then I give open parenthesis. Now you can see it begins with sum range. So I highlight this entire column which I want to total, comma. Then it asks me criteria range 1. So this is my criteria range 1, comma. My first criteria is February, comma. Criteria range 2. This is my second criteria, comma. And the criteria is shirt white. Like this you can go on adding multiple ranges and multiple criterias. Then we close parenthesis and hit enter, and you get the result 2028, and let us check it. So we again give data filter and we filter for the month of February, and we filter for shirt white, and then you can total it over here just for double checking. Close parenthesis, and you can find out it is 4103. So when I remove the filter, you will see, okay, the result is 2028, and why it showed us that way was because the filter was on. So we'll do one more time. We give the filter, we give the month of February, and we give the shirt as shirt white, and we just highlight these cells so you can see the total at the bottom is 2028, which is exactly the total which we found out. Now we remove this filter and let us see with three criterias. Month is February, product is shirt white, country is USA. So we type equal to SUMIFs, open parenthesis, sum range is this, comma, criteria range 1 is this, comma, criteria 1 is this, comma, criteria range 2 is this, comma, criteria 2 is this, comma, criteria range 3 is this, comma, criteria 3 is this, close parenthesis and hit enter. So let us see, one of the feature has not worked. So let's just check out. So SUMIFs D4 to D23, that is correct. Okay, it should be up to D22. Then it is A4 to A22, that is correct. Then it is G7, that is correct. Then B4 to B22, that is correct. And H7, that is correct. And then C4 to C22, that is correct. And then it is I7, that is correct. So we hit enter. Now it's come correct. Okay, so because this was selected, that's why it was showing us the error. Now it is correct. Now let us find out the counts. This time we don't want the sum, but we want the count. So we want to find out the count for February. So in that case, we'll use equal to COUNTIF, open parenthesis. Now you can see it is asking you the range to count and the criteria. So the range to count is this entire column, comma, and the criteria is Feb, close parenthesis and hit enter. So you can see it is 8. When you want to count multiple counts, like month is February and product is shirt white, how many such products? So we'll again give equal to COUNTIFs because it is multiple counts, open parenthesis. Now it is asking me criteria range 1. So this is my criteria range 1, comma. What is my first criteria? That is this, comma. Criteria range 2, comma. What is the second criteria? It is this, and you can go on, close parenthesis and hit enter, and you get the result 4. Let us see with 3 criteria. So we say equal to, we type COUNTIF. Remember ifs because it is multiple counts, close parenthesis, open parenthesis, criteria range 1, that is this, comma, criteria 1 is this, comma, criteria range 2 is this, comma, criteria 2 is this, comma, criteria range 3 is this, comma, Criteria 3 is this. Close parenthesis and hit enter and you get the value as 3. So friends, today we have studied the following functions. We have studied a function called as equal to SUMIF. When your sum comprises of only one criteria, then we have studied a function called as SUMIFs, and this is with multiple criteria. And then we have seen one more example of SUMIFs, and then we have seen another function called as the count function, which is with only one parameter, hence we called it as COUNTIF. And then we've seen another function that is count with multiple parameters, so we called it countifs, and we studied the countifs function. So we have studied totally 1, 2 and 3 and 4 functions of Microsoft Excel. So use them effectively as and when required. Hope you have learned something new today. And if you have liked this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll see you again in the next lecture. Till that time, goodbye.